And let's send it back to Shocks and Deficio.
Thank you very much, Pyro. We're joined here by Gambit's AD carry Pinoy and their coach Leviathan after that win over ROCCAT. Congratulations, first up, that's 7 wins on the board in a row, fantastic. But I gotta ask you, maybe Leviathan, because you were on the sidelines and seeing that mid lane develop, some of those were gambles that paid off, maybe luckily for you guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I don't even know what to say. I'm still in shock from the game. And when I watch the games, like when the team is playing live, I watch it just like a kid, like a fan. I don't analyze the games when they're live. I watch them. I just get super involved in the energy. So if we're gonna reference like a specific point of the game, like I honestly don't remember.
All right, I'll tell you the specific point in the game where you guys didn't go for Dragon, then you did start it, and it was super risky. You did manage to secure it, but ROCCAT could have just swooped in and taken it. It was you guys could have gone mid, you guys could have gone bottom, you guys could have gone top, but you decided to try and go for that Baron. Do you remember now?
No.
I think so. Basically, what it is, you guys in your playstyle, when it comes to the late game, if you feel like you have the better late game comp, you'll find just sitting back and like playing. I wouldn't say passive because you do try and make plays around the Baron, but you don't really go for any aggressive pushes. We don't see like deep wards coming in and playing around that part. Is that just your tactic saying we want to take it easy late game and just go for this Baron all of a sudden?
Yeah, it's like we have our win conditions in the game, and we're always discussing at all points what's the most optimal way for us to win the game. And I'm sure the team had come up with an idea or a specific line that they felt was going to be the most successful. And so even though something may appear to a spectator to be more optimal, when we're in game, we decide on the line and we take the line.
Sure.
And yeah.
And I think it's what we talked about often with shot calling. It's better all to be on the same page. And it might not be the optimal one, but as long as everyone follows that,
yeah, exactly.
It works for you. And don't just like split up. So for you, Pinoy, early game, we just asked you before we went live here about Kalista and Tristana lane. You said you're not going to win it when your support dies at level 2. What happened there? Because normally jungle timing, like 3 minutes and 20 seconds, is pretty normal time for the jungler to have double buff, and yet you guys got caught out. What went wrong?
We knew that Lee was going around bot side, and we just didn't place the ward early enough, so we just got punished by it, because we already, 10 seconds before it happened, we discussed that they're 100% going to flash any stun us. That's what they usually do in their recent games, but we just was a bit lazy on putting the ward earlier.
Okay. And normally you guys would have won the matchup, I guess?
It's a 50-50 matchup. Normally you can have Tristana shoving in all the time, and that's what you usually want to do. So I shouldn't be behind the 10-20 CS as I was this game, but it's normally you're even on CS in this matchup.
And we had discussed in the pick and ban phase that we don't win this game like at level 6 or pre-6, but we definitely lose the game in the early game. So it was really important that the players during laning phase were paying attention to the enemy's aggression, because yeah, like I said, we weren't going to win the game in the early, but we definitely could have lost it.
Yeah, and you could have lost it late as well, but you guys got some good picks off actually around the Dragon when ROCCAT was almost getting their 5th Dragon. Actually, let's get a replay up on the screen. For me, very important moment in the game for you guys. Pinoy, walk us through this one.
So yeah, it's their 5th Drake, or an our 2nd, and we want 100% to fight this, I think. And so we find the cannon here, and it's like super free kill. I jump onto, I see that Kalista's gonna be low soon, and she's like super split from the team. So I just jump to her, and it's like we're completely zoned on one target all the time, because at this stage, I think I can outdamage both Ezreal and Kalista. Late game Tristana is really strong.
So you had been late game for a while though, so actually you could have taken fights a bit earlier.
Well, for you guys, if you look at the 2 team comps, especially with this double AD we see so often, Ezreal mid lane coming in, what is like your winning condition in a team fight itself when you play against the likes of Ezreal, Kalista, and you guys obviously have the Sejuani as the big tank?
So when we're going into a team fight like that, we just make sure that Kennen is nowhere near our AD carry, because I'm like super hyper carry, and I can outdamage both of them if I have the correct position. And Set usually zones their backline, at least one of their AD carries. So if we fight it correctly with them zoning Kennen away from me and and Set the zoning the AD carries, I'm just free to do whatever, and it just works out the fight.
And if you take a look at the compositions, just on paper, the engage from ROCCAT's team composition is very strong, but we also had very strong disengage. So when we were going into the game, what we had discussed for team fights was we wanted to look for the disengage first. So when they came in with their ultimates, we wanted to make sure we backed out, made ourselves safe, and then once Maelstrom was on cooldown, once Tibbers was on cooldown, then we could look for opportunities to re-engage the fight.
Yep. And you guys did. Congratulations, 7-0. That is mighty impressive of Gambit Gaming. In just a few minutes, the Unicorns of Love will face Meet Your Makers in our final match of the week in one of many must-win games for MYM. Don't touch that browser. We'll be right back.
Gambit Gaming, 6 wins in a row. Can they make it 7? Or will ROCCAT derail the hype train? And here we go, the coin pop, they throw down the prison. Everyone is so slow to overpower, moving right back into the middle, and he's going to get a Zhonya's at the very last second.
Oh,
oh my goodness, he's gonna throw down the Zhonya's at the last minute. They may have distracted Kabushard though, is gonna pick up the kill. Everyone's health bars are starting to melt. The tower is already down a pair of Zhonya's hourglasses as Overpow is gonna eventually get mopped up.
And then the kick, guys. The kick, you need to clean up. It's 3v4.
You can fight.
Take care.
Nice, nice. Shield in 2 seconds. Go, Pinoy!
Gambit Gaming have come up with another win.